станете одним целым с вашими любимыми фигуристами. Смотрите фигурное катание и тысячи фильмов, сериалов и ТВ-каналов где угодно и на любых устройствах.
С одной стороны, мы партнеры сборной России по фигурному катанию. С другой, мы просто самые горячие поклонники. Вращайтесь, а мир будет вращаться вокруг вас. Платежная система МИР.
Когда ты найдешь свой путь, доверься себе. На ходу меняй правила. Не иди за всеми. Иди впереди всех. И настанет день, когда о тебе узнает весь мир. Все в твоих руках. Тиньков, он такой один.
Мороженое чистая линия. Порадуй свои вкусовые сосочки.
Вот это поворот! Оказывается, спорт есть в каждом из нас. И найти свой спорт просто. Заходите на Озон. Покупайте товары для любых спортивных увлечений по выгодным ценам и с удобной доставкой.
Вчера кто-то из вас напал на семью Смирновых и испортил им жизнь. Вы приговариваетесь к ГЦЛ. Это высшее противовирусное... Не пожалуйста.
Удобно после профилактики.
КГЦЛ. Высшая противовирусная мера.
Ростелеком, генеральный партнер Федерации фигурного катания на коньках России, уже более 10 лет помогает нашим спортсменам достигать побед и делать невозможное возможным. Ростелеком. Технологии возможностей.
С карты МИР все на расстоянии вытянуто. И не имеет значения, где ты. Все рядом, когда мир крутится вокруг тебя. МИР – платежная система с ежедневными бонусами, кэшбэком и скидками. АО НСПК. Правила акций и условия их проведения на приветмир.ру.
Спорт есть в каждом из нас, а все для спорта есть на Озон. Покупайте товары для любых спортивных увлечений по выгодным ценам и с удобной доставкой. Найдите свой спорт на Озон.
Ты не мечтаешь о будущем, ты его создаешь. Сегодня все в твоих руках. Установи приложение Тинькофф Инвестиции и инвестируй, чтобы опередить время.
Чистая линия. Нереально вкусное мороженое.
КГЦЛ. Современный противовирусный препарат для лечения гриппа и других ОРВИ для взрослых и детей с 3 лет. Длительность курса всего 4 дня. Имеются противопоказания. Необходимо ознакомиться с инструкцией.
Олимпет – спонсор соревнований ИСУ Гран-при по фигурному катанию на коньках Ростелеком Кап 2021. Народный букмекер вместе с самым любимым видом спорта. Широкая линия, лучшее мобильное приложение и моментальные выплаты от народного букмекера. Наслаждайтесь четверными тулупами и грациозными вращениями. Остальное в руках Олимпет. Удобное приложение, быстрые выплаты, высокие коэффициенты. Живи спортом вместе с самым надежным букмекером. Уважаемые зрители, через несколько минут вашему вниманию будут представлены произвольные программы спортивных пар.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. In just a few moments we will start the pairs free skating.
Welcome back to the Rostelecom Cup, the sixth and final stop on the Grand Prix series for the International Skating Union. We're past the halfway point. We have just seen Russia win the ice dance event, with world champions Chtchetinina and Galliamov being victorious there. And we move now to the pairs with a Russia 1-2-3 after the short program. This incredible venue of the Iceberg Skating Palace saw Russia win at the 2014 Sochi Winter Olympics. Voloshajar and Trankov, magnificent there. We look now to the judges and officials with Margaret Washfold from Great Britain, the referee for this event.
The panel of judges.
Судья номер 1.
Judge number 1, Mr. Attila Shows, Hungary.
Судья номер 2.
Judge number 2, Mr. Marco Buttarelli, Italy.
Судья номер 3.
Judge number 3, Miss Carmen Laun, Germany.
Судья номер 4.
Judge number 4, Miss Patty Klein, Canada.
Судья номер 5.
Judge number 5, Mr. Kevin Rosenstein, USA.
Судья номер 6.
Judge number 6, Miss Françoise Durabar, Belgium.
Судья номер 7.
Judge number 7, Mr. Yuri Guskov, Kazakhstan.
Судья номер 8.
Judge number 8, Miss Katarina Rau, Austria.
Судья номер 9.
Judge number 9, Miss Tatiana Sharkina, Russia.
Техническая бригада.
The technical panel.
Технический контролер.
Technical controller, Mr. Pavliuchenko.
Технический специалист.
Technical specialist, Mr. Sultan Kakoyev.
Ассистент технического специалиста.
Assistant technical specialist, Mr. Sarkis Tevanyan.
And the first group of 4 teams will shortly take to the ice for their 6-minute warm-up. And we'll start with Miriam Ziegler and Ziegler and Kiefer on our screens now. They announced that this would be their final season. This event all the more poignant now with that knowledge. And then Audrey Liu and Misha Mitrofanov will start the second group, finishing with the surprise winners after the short program, Pavliuchenko and Khodykin from Russia. The expectation is that world champions Mishina and Galliamov will steal the win. Not far behind after the short, having made mistakes there in the side-by-side jump. And many of these teams will know each other well. The Austrian, Canadian and Italian teams in particular, regular attendees on the elite stage. And as with all of the disciplines, the couples will have had a chance to have an official practice earlier today, and an opportunity to return to the official hotel and rest ahead of the event. see anxious times for all the skaters as they nervously prepare to take to the ice. Nerves always appeased a little bit when they can finally feel the ice underneath their skates.
From Austria, Ziegler and Kiefer. From Canada, Marinaro. From Italy, Della, Guarise. From Hungary, Chtchetinina and Magyar. Your skaters, you have 6 minutes for your warm-up.
It's a very mixed group of emotions for the skaters, with the Hungarians, the highest ranked team after the short program. They delighted with their performance yesterday, whereas real deflation for the likes of Kirsten Murtars and Michael Marinaro, who would have been hoping to challenge for a medal. Find themselves 11 points off third place, so a little bit of a chasm to climb back as we see Miriam Ziegler and Kiefer, so experienced, but injury has really affected their season and they didn't feel necessarily prepared for this event, but at some point they had to get some competition exposure again. And I'm sure that being here will fast forward their preparation ahead of the games. Kirsten and Michael, 4 times within the top 8 in the world.
Kirsten Murtars and Michael Marinaro from Canada are national champion participants of the Olympic Games. Took silver and bronze at 4 continents tournaments.
I think they would have been hoping to challenge really for a second place here behind Mishina and Galliamov. But disappointment in the short program. Be eager to climb up significant places here with the free skate. Similar kind of situation though for the Italians. They too have such quality. Nicole looked cautious and hesitant on the side-by-side jump in the short program, and she just doubled that element.
Della and Guarise from Italy are multi-time national champions. They are participants of the Olympic Games. And
3 years ago, they were at the Rostelecom Cup and finished in second place at that event. They've medaled on the Grand Prix circuit a number of times. As Matteo warms up with the double salto there, it will be 2 side-by-side jumping passes for all of the teams competing today. Julia and Mark will be eager to replicate the clean skate that they had in the short program. And impressive. They obviously used their experience of competing in Grenoble last week to fuel their personal best in the short program.
their coach is Mitrofanov.
And sometimes they actually train in this venue, so perhaps being on a relative home soil will have enhanced their comfort levels to deliver when it was necessary. Both of them nailing their side-by-side triple toes, which they didn't succeed with in Grenoble. And the regular sight of Kirsten Murtars. He's been a star for Canada in pair skating not just with Michael, but with her former partner Dylan Moskovich as well. And 11 elements for all of the teams in the pairs free skate. 2 side-by-side jumping passes, 2 throw-in jumps, a death spiral, 3 lifts, choreo sequence, and a pairs combination spin. Ordinarily, it's the side-by-side jumps and the throws which can dictate results so heavily for the pair skaters, but we saw last week, sometimes on occasion, the lifts can be a challenge, as it was for fellow Canadians Vanessa James and Eric Radford, who competed in Grenoble, missing the podium due to a lift mistake.
Dear skaters, there is 1 minute left in this warm-up.
It's just such an incredibly physically demanding discipline for both man and woman in the pair team. Split twist will be the element that so many of the teams will start with. That's often done early in the program because of the physical demands of the element itself. These athletes really in their peak fitness and physical health. Although that not perhaps so for Ziegler and Kiefer, whose training has been interrupted by injury. And suggesting that they would have liked more preparation time coming into the Rostelecom Cup this year.
Уважаемые спортсмены, ваша разминка окончена. Пожалуйста, покиньте лед.
Ladies and gentlemen, your warm-up has ended. Please leave the ice.
So some of the teams using every last second of the warm-up, but now forced to leave the ice. Paving the way for Austrian champions, Miriam Ziegler and Severin Kiefer. Twist lift to start. Much better on the triple toe for Severin. Yesterday's short program. Getting through the triple saltos as well. Touch your head up, that was a throw triple flip. Through double salchow. And the lift not going up. That a sign, perhaps, of the lack of training time the team have had. And a shame to end on that, and what was otherwise a respectable skate for the Austrian team. Just an indication of the lack of training time and preparation. As we said in warm-up, the Piers event, so incredibly difficult. 4 minutes in length and 11 very physical demands of elements within it. Just doubling the throw triple salchow as a second to last element. But they said after their short program that they will be retiring after this season. And the main goal is to enjoy to the max and skate for themselves. And that makes sense in the reaction to that skate and in the reaction to the short program also. They are a team that have been in the top 10 in the world, and their score from the short program far, far from their personal best, but yet took it in good faith and in good stead. Not the height and elevation that we'll see on the triple twist lift that we'll see from others, but they'll be pleased. Landed the toe, double toe, jump combo. And success here too with the salchows. Miriam, a former single skater, she competed at 2010 Olympics. This coming Olympics will be her 4th games. And interesting, this couple, they're the only Austrian skaters to qualify for the Olympics. And the Lutz throw, which she just had to step out of. And they've represented Austria so well. No single skaters competing at the games for Austria or in ice dance. Miriam and Severin, the only Austrian representation in the elite competitive skating world this coming Olympic cycle. The last greatest Austrian success, Trixie Schuber, 1972 Olympic champion. But these two put Austrian pair skating on the map, and beyond their retirement, perhaps they'll pass on all their expertise to the next generation. So way below their personal best, but as they said yesterday, the main goal is to enjoy and skate for themselves.
На данный момент это первое место.
We're just glad to see them back on the competition circuit as they prepare now ahead to the likes of the European Championships and the Games.
На лед приглашается пара из Канады.
Next to skate, representing Canada, Kirsten Moore Towers, Michael Marinaro.
So like many of the Canadian skaters, skates had not arrived at the start of this week for Kirsten Moore Towers and Michael Marinaro. So it's been a tragic week and a frustrating short program, but looking to change all that with their free skate now to the beautiful music by Damien Rice. Tight on the twist left to start. Shame. Both managed the triple salto, but off through the 3-jump combo. Really good side-by-side triple toes. Opening up on the triple salto. quality choreography from this team. Good to see them smiling. They had that phenomenal performance at the free skate at World Championships in March. They'd had a disappointing short at that event, finding themselves in 10th. Managed with a sublime free skate to finish 5th in the free there and climb up to 6th place in the world. And any team that can get in contention and in the mix between the Russian pairs and the Chinese pairs demonstrates brilliant quality. So it's frustrating then for Kirsten and Michael now to be some ways off that at this event, but perhaps it's the pressure they put themselves under.
Smash foot, so stupid.
Julie Marcotte saying better and progress, and perhaps this event will be the catalyst for them to get back on track. Kirsten was saying at their first Grand Prix, it's 12 years between her first and last Skate Canada, so perhaps acknowledging this as their last season makes them more desperate and eager than ever to find their best results. It's a shame both did the hard part. Triple salcho's clean, Kirsten just having to step out. Michael doing the double toe, and then her joining on the third. It should have been a matched up triple sal, double toe, 3-jump combo. The first of the 2 throws was good, and there that gorgeous open neckline on the landing position. All 3 lifts really strong. And this team was 3rd in the program component scores, the presentation mark in the short program, which gives you an indication of what the judges would have done if they delivered as they did on those side-by-side triple toes. But here, just opening up on that throw triple salcho attempt. Beautiful finish to the program. So Michael doing what I think all the skaters have wanted to do, tuck it straight in to the sponsors' treats. Well deserved. As Kirsten crosses her fingers for the scores. So we'll see Kirsten Murters and Michael Marinaro now head towards Canadian National Championships as they return to training.
Their total score is 177.72 points, which brings them currently in the 1st place.
На лед приглашается пара из Италии.
Next to skate, representing Italy, Nicole Della Matteo Guarise.
The ever well-presented Italian pair team. Similar to the Canadians, likely to be their final, if not one of their final seasons, and hoping to rectify the disappointment they had in the short program.
This story is about love.
There was a very strange tragedy. They say he wandered very
Well done, better than in the short program. Triple salchos to start. Looking more comfortable than the short program for Della and Guarise. Musicality for the throw triple loop, just a 2-foot touchdown there. Very odd, different entries into the toe loops. And the same lift coming down early. And the best elements, triple salto. Group 5 axel lasso lift, much better. Now, fractionally ahead of the music for the latter half of the program. I think just that lift not working. But on the whole, better than in the short program. 2 mistakes in the short that were costly, which buried them with a sub 60 score. But great to see them taking in the applause, appreciating the moment. They've had such a long and successful career. 5th in the world back in 2018 and 10th at the last Olympic Games. And indeed, Matteo, former world champion in roller skating back in 2008. You have to assume it was the allure of Olympic or becoming an Olympian that helped him switch disciplines from the roller skates to the ice skates. And he said in the short that they are positive that it will come together. They'll be used to peaking in their season towards the latter half as they head towards the big ISU championship events. And I'm sure Matteo will be reliving that lift. Long-term coach Cristina Mauri, and also working with Walter Rizzo, father of Matteo Rizzo, who we saw in the men's event, who skated so well today. And this was good to see. She doubled the salto yesterday. So Cristina delighted to see the triple today. And they do look so clean and polished. And can see the ice dance influence of coach Walter. Just using the left foot there to touch down and stabilize. Should force it. Really bit of execution reduction. And there's where that lift going down. Really costly. Level 4 lifts, which are so common for these teams, worth about 7 points at base value. So it's a big reduction in the score, and yet, as a generalization, the lifts are some of the most consistent elements for the pairs teams. Matteo reliving it for sure.
Николь Моника, Матео Guarise за произвольную программу набирают 112,93. Общая сумма баллов.
So the lift costly, and that finds him dropping behind Canadians Kirsten Murtars and Michael Marinaro.
На лед приглашается пара из Венгрии.
Next to skate, representing Hungary, Chtchetinina and Magyar.
So the least experienced of the teams that we've seen so far, but certainly the happiest after the short program in this group. The Chtchetinina and Magyar from Hungary. Best triple twist that we've seen so far. Double toe for Mark. Double again on the Sako. Well done. Triple lutz. Slight touchdown with the free foot on the throw triple Sako for Yulia. Fractionally late on music as they finish the forward inside death spiral for the Hungarian team. And they had almost 5-point cushion ahead of the Italians and the Canadians. They said it's just a dream for them having been assigned 2 Grand Prix events. And Yulia appears to have beamed from start to finish here, and great to see her continuing to smile. She more successful today than Mark in the program. Mark doubling out on the side-by-side jumps, and a different set of mistakes for this couple than those that we've seen already. They having more success with the lifts. As Coach Dimitri Savant greets them coming off the ice. And on occasion, they train here in this incredible venue. It's 2, the best of the elements, or the best of the split twist that we've seen. We've seen now 3 rotations for Yulia, just 2 rotations in the air for Mark, and doubles for both on the Salchow and toe loops. Throw loops was good, and you'll see touchdown with the left foot to support that landing for Yulia. So a little creative execution reduction there on that element, and not the same level of skating skill and refinement of movement that we have seen from the more experienced Canadians, Italians and Austrians that have skated already. They've certainly done themselves a big favour here in representing themselves really well en route to Beijing. And their Mark Jr., Mark Magyar's son. And the team's done so well, particularly on the back of a competition last week in Grenoble at the French Grand Prix. And although that's the 3rd ranked score, that's a big personal best, 5 points higher than their World Championships best from March earlier in the year. Staying in 2nd place, which before this event would have been a result they'd be very pleased with.
Total score is 175.80 points, which is their new season's best, and it's the 2nd place.
So delight for Yulia Chtchetinina and Mark Magyar, as Kirsten Moore-Turs and Michael Marinaro lead the competition so far. Heading into the final group, with the lone American team leading out 3 Russians for this 6-minute warm-up.
From the USA, Audrey Liu, Misha Mitrofanov. From Russia, Yasmina Kadyrova, Ivan Balchenko. From Russia, Anastasia Mishina, Alexander Galliamov. From Russia, Daria Pavliuchenko, Denis Khodykin. Dear skaters, you have 6 minutes for your warm-up.
And Daria Pavliuchenko and Denis Khodykin, the stars of this short program, with some unbelievably interesting and intricate transitions. Looking forward to seeing their free skate. But the lead that they have, just almost 3/10 of a point ahead of the world champions, in jeopardy with the increased number of elements in the pairs free skate, as we look now to Audrey Liu and Misha Mitrofanov. This couple will be delighted to be in 4th place ahead of the season campaigners in Moore-Turs, Marinaro, Della and Guarise, and the Austrian team. They really have done well here and delivered their 2nd clean short program on the Grand Prix circuit.
They were placed 4th at the National Championships in 2021. Their coach is Alexei Letov.
Yasmina Kadyrova and Ivan Balchenko were the first team to compete in this short program, and they delivered a fantastic short.
Yasmina Kadyrova and Ivan Balchenko from Russia are making their Grand Prix debut. They train in St. Petersburg
Grand
with
Prix
Artur
debut,
Minchuk and Tamara
something they
Moskvina.
embraced and ran with both hands, looking so solid on the side-by-side triple toes.
Mishina, Alexander Galliamov, Russia.
And world champions Mishina and Galliamov will not appreciate finding themselves in second place after the short program. This a relatively weak field for them, in which they assumed an easy and comfortable win, but mistakes for Anastasia in the short program on the side-by-side jump.
World champions, Grand Prix competition winners, world junior champions and medalists. They
She
trained in
opened
St.
up on the
Petersburg in
side-by-side
group
triple
of Tamara
salto.
Moskvina and Artur Minchuk.
Just 0.67 points for that element, which would have ordinarily much higher as we look to Artur Minchuk and legend Tamara Moskvina.
Дарья Pavliuchenko, Денис Khodykin, Россия. Бронзовый призер чемпионата Европы 2020 года и чемпионата
And Daria and Dennis were expecting to come in here and contend for a spot at the Grand Prix final based on the silver medal they've already picked up at Skate Canada in Vancouver. I'm not sure if they expected to be ahead of the world champions.
And of the Russian national championships. They train in Moscow with Sergei Dobroskokov and Sergei Rostelecom.
And they said that they thoroughly enjoyed skating in their short program, and that was very evident in their interpretation. Total commitment to the emotion, particularly from Dennis. As members of the United States Figure Skating Association, get their moment on camera again. The Russian Figure Skating Federation continuing to appreciate and respect all those that go behind this. As we see Maxim Trankov on the left, the Olympic champion, which he won that title in this venue. And that short program from Tatiana Voloshajar and Maxim Trankov, the waltz that they performed here in 2014, still one of the best ever pairs short programs. And Voloshajar and Trankov join a long, long list of Russian pair skating stars. But it was Germany that won in 2018. Aliona Savchenko and Bruno Masso becoming Olympic champions then.
Dear skaters, there's 1 minute left in this warm-up.
And indeed, no Russians on the podium at the last Olympic Games in pairs or in dance. Sui and Han from China were second. And then Megan Duhamel and Eric Radford from Canada, the bronze medalist 3 years ago, almost 4 years ago now in Pyeongchang. But with the likes of Mishina and her partner Galliamov competing this year, it's unlikely that there won't be a Russian, or indeed two Russians, on the podium in Beijing. Boykova, Kozlovsky. Another Russian team eager to be successful.
Уважаемые спортсмены, ваша разминка окончена. Пожалуйста, покиньте лед.
Ladies and gentlemen, your warm-up has ended. Please leave the ice.
So the warm-up is over now, and it will be the Americans who start this last group.
На лед приглашается пара из США.
Ladies and gentlemen, representing the USA, Audrey Liu, Misha Mitrofanov.
Audrey and Misha delivering personal bests in the short program, following on from some personal bests in the short and the free skate 2 weeks ago in Tokyo. Solid triple salto or their double salto. Difficult transition leading into the side-by-side triple toes. Triple lutz as well. Fall for Audrey on the throw triple loop. Clutching her hip, looks okay, heading in. 4 left. Another strong performance from Audrey Liu and Misha Mitrofanov. They are arguably some of the most consistent performers on the Grand Prix series so far this year. They were clean in both the short program, here and an NHK trophy. If it hadn't been for that nasty fall in the throat triple loop, this would have been another clean performance for the American team. And I hope Audrey's okay. It was a nasty fall and she was clutching her hip beyond it. But a different feeling coming into the free skate here with the pressure of being alongside three very strong Russian teams. And Misha, his parents, both from Russia originally, even though he's American. He said that it's good to be in the motherland and the great atmosphere that's been provided here at the Rostelecom Cup in Sochi. This is a highlight, traveling outside three turns into clean triple salchos with a matched Euler and a double salcho to follow. I think they had a rocker counter transitional entry into the side-by-side triple toes. And the choreographer of their short program, Adam Blake, saying that they seem to laugh endlessly in training and a really positive environment they have. But that, a real shame. One of the last elements in the program, the third triple loop. Just not having the time to prepare early enough. These pair skater women are just such strong characters. Their free skate choreography, a combination of one of their coaches, Olga Ganasheva, and a ballet dancer who worked with them on the creation of this. Good to see Misha checking in and Audrey.
Discourse, please.
Another strong score for the team, short of the 125 they had at NHK Trophy 2 weeks ago, but given the fall, they should still be satisfied with 121 and a fourth place ahead of some very seasoned teams. A great result for the Americans.
16 points, which brings them currently in the first place. Next to skate, representing Russia, Yasmina Kadyrova, Ivan Balchenko.
And the first of three back-to-back Russian pair teams. Tamara Mosvina on the coaching staff for this team as well. Brilliant in the short. Kadyrova and Balchenko. Same combination that Mishina and Galliamov used, triple salcho, Euler, triple salcho. Solid again on the side-by-side triple toe loops. first of the two throws. Oh, nightmare. Fall on the forward inside death spiral. The easiest element in their free skate. Second of the throws, throw triple loop planned. Well done to Yasmina. Creative dismount on the left. There's so much to admire in Kadyrova and Balchenko, a team destined for future success, brilliance in their short program, and some moments of brilliance in the free skate. But so far in the pairs event, we've seen some uncharacteristic mistakes in the lifts, and this time, unfortunately, horrid fall on the forward inside death spiral. One of the most guaranteed elements for the pair teams, but perhaps that a slight reflection of their youth and experience. After the short, they were happy with the performance and the opportunity to compete here, and I feel like Yasmina really does exude a joy in being able to compete. And they just wanted to thank everyone for the support, real gift for this young team to compete in the home audience on the Grand Prix stage. I've lost between 3.5 and 4 points on that death spiral. But this was superb. Triple Sacco, Euler stepping up into triple Sacco again. Little under rotated there for Yasmina, but no problems with the rotation on the triple toes. And we see so many of the pairs women coming into this discipline with success as single skaters first. That throw triple flip, nasty fall there, and she did well later in the program to nail the throw triple loop after the horrid fall on the death spiral. Just further confirmation about the incredible strength of character in these pairs women. They really are made of such tough stuff, despite how elegant and refined they are in their movement. They're really machines in training, the pairs women. The physical demands of the sport unparalleled, really.
The scores, please.
Yasmina Kadyrova,
So the mandatory 2-point deduction for the fall on the throw and the death spiral. But despite those mistakes, they lead both in the free skate, and they will have secured at least a bronze medal at the Rostelecom Cup 2021.
Their total score is 193.58 points, which is their new season's best. It brings them currently in the first place.
На лед приглашается пара из России.
Next to skate, representing
The world champions, Mishina and Galliamov. They suggested that they'd applied more pressure to themselves, competing in front of a home crowd, wanting to perform well for the home audience in this short program. Looking focused. Like their training mates before them, triple salto or their triple salto. Crowd reacts to a great throw triple flip. Brilliant entry they've used successfully before, the side-by-side triple toe loops. Back inside hydroglide, changing edge into this death spiral. Leading straight into the pair combo spin. Throw triple loop as well. A smile starts to grace Anastasia's Faced with one element to go. And the crowd rises to its feet for the world champions. That the performance, much more what they were hoping for after disappointment in the short program yesterday. And it's that kind of skate that makes them Olympic title potential candidates.
Ziegler and Galliamov, Russia.
Positive grade of execution on each and every one of the 11 elements in their free skate, to the delight of the fans watching. Arguably slightly reserved in the performance commitment, but I think that a reflection of their feelings following the short program. The pressure of performing in front of a home audience affecting Anastasia a little, but staying focused throughout, right up till that throw triple loop towards the end of the program. Brilliant scenes here at Rostelecom Cup. Disappointment for the fans watching in the home audience not to have a champion in the men's event. But this pair team coming through for sure for a win. As their training mates watch on. Time to spare in the air for the throw triple loops. After the last Grand Prix event, Alexander suggesting that quad not justifiable for the points that it's worth. Anastasia saying she'd like to try. So it remains to be seen if this team will continue beyond this Olympic cycle. They, the youngest of the contenders for gold in Beijing, at just 20 and 22 years of age. And the Russians will be likely to send three incredibly strong teams to the games. Tarasova and Borisov, one of them, and like the Mishina and Galliamov. And just what a fabulous character Moscovita is. She really is brilliant. And it's their coach, Tamara, which steals the limelight, I think, a little bit here. And in each of the last Grand Prix, she has taught champions, and they are 0.03 of a point off their personal best from the Finlandia Trophy. So proving they are increasingly consistent as they head towards the Grand Prix final, while Tamara tucks into her sweet treat.
Next to skate, representing Russia, Della, Pavliuchenko, Khodykin.
So the surprise winners of the short program, how will they react to that clean skate from the world champions just before them? Powerful music to the Black Swan for Pavliuchenko and Khodykin. As in the short program already, interesting transitional content. triple toe, double toe combination. But Daria down on the side-by-side triple salchows. Brilliant transition. Triple flip. And a rare look at a forwards outside edge on the death spiral. Difficult transition from that into this Pierce combo spin. Dennis using a double toe just as transitional content. Perfect musical accompaniment to the throw triple loop. Dennis having to work hard through this final lift. And again, more rapturous applause from the Russian fans. As the coach applauds them too. And just a really fascinating team. Such an unconventional approach to the construction of the program, and some brilliant creativity throughout. And they've done it incredibly well here in Sochi, beating world champions in the short program. It won't be a win overall for Pavliuchenko and Khodykin. But they've certainly done themselves proud. It's going to be incredibly difficult to make the Russian Olympic team with Tarasova, Morozov. There's so many other brilliant Russian teams, but this team, very unique in its approach. Not the same classical stylistic quality from others like Mishina and Galliamov and Tarasova, Morozov. Baikova, Kozlovsky, the other front-running Russian pair teams. and it's evident that they haven't had that same foundational skating skill quality delivered to them from early stage development. But triple combination, that a rarity in the pair category, and very impressive indeed. A shame for Daria to have gone down on the Salco. Which Galliamov reacts to with probably relief. He won't have enjoyed being beaten by this less experienced team. And you can just see it with the flexed feet, the lack of turnout and point, not that same refinement. But what they lack in refinement, they deliver in creativity. Even down to Dennis using a double toe loop as part of the choreography sequence. Dramatic flair to the end. I can't wait to see what they offer in the exhibition gala performance when there are no technical requirements. And we'll get to see that tomorrow as the medalists perform. So despite the fall, it's a personal best for Pavliuchenko and Khodykin, beating their former best from the European Championships in 2020. And their second silver medal on the Grand Prix Series. So that may well indeed secure their spot at the Grand Prix final, joining so many other Russian teams. And it's a 1-2-3 for Russia. Scarcely credible to think that at the last Olympic Games, no Russian pair teams on the podium, and yet dominance on the Grand Prix circuit here. So 3 of 4 titles at the Rostelecom Cup have been decided.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the pairs free skating competition.
2 of them going to Russia, with winners in both the dance and the pairs. And 2 of the medalists in the pairs event, topped by the great Tamara Moskvina. As we see Yasmina Kadyrova and Ivan Balchenko. That, not their finest mistake, and this horrid fall in the death spiral, chalked down to experience for the young Russian team. As we see highlights from Pavliuchenko and Khodykin with that brilliant opening triple toe, double toe combination, pushing boundaries in the technical expectations of the side-by-side elements. A very clean catch on the triple twist. Dennis as invested in the interpretation as his partner Daria. This triple double really will help. That and these amazing transitions that Pavliuchenko and Khodykin used that will really put them on the map for the next Olympic cycle. I suspect that they will have their eyes upon 2026 games. and an eagerness to continue the Russian dynasty of great pairs teams. So the pairs event is complete, and now we look forward to the women after the resurface.